Okay guys, we are back with game number 3. It is still Nicov and Miguel against F1Re and Dogao. Now in game number 3, everyone playing the Huns. Let's see how they will play it out. We have seen some pretty interesting games with Huns only already. Obviously, Civilization, which is super versatile. You can go for Drush FC, go for some archers, go for easy scouts, and Castle Age, lots of CA and knights possible, but also some forward possibilities. I'm, wondering how players will actually try to play this out here. Okay, let's take a look at the maps. Lots of wood here. And the front for Nicov, and a nice defensive back gold spot. Not really sure, it could be pretty wallable, but yeah, it's no safe wood included. Then could easily get raided by. Ooh, even going for that boar. That didn't go too well. And he basically saw it coming pretty early on. Like, why would you go for that boar without loom, without the sheep block, and then he tried to go inside with the villager, tried to block, but just didn't have the timing right. And yeah, lost the villager and wrote bar. Should have asked a mod if this shit was real. No, it's not a restart. It's just a spot where you have to loom. Or maybe use a sheep for blocking. So, but I'm not an admin anyways. Huge. Yeah, that's true. The forest is huge as well, but like all this part of the forest is unimportant for that boar lure. And yeah. So, no worries over there. And now I wanted to mention something before the ballers. Not really sure. And yeah, exactly. That is, this forest actually is so bad for him, because if he gets this, he can't really zone out anything, and is getting raided all the time. So that will be a tough spot for Nicov to go for. And yeah, we might see him struggling to get wood for quite some time. Maybe needs to go over here and should absolutely never kill any stragglers here with farms. And he's going for 3 villages on wood, so no Drush FC incoming. Let's take a look. 3 was for Miguel, 4 for Dogao, and 4 for F1Re. So, ooh, and an early farm for F1Re. So no Drush coming up here for F1Re. And let's see if Dogao is going for one. He's sending 1 villager to normal berries. And I so much don't understand how Miguel and Nicov can not be in TeamSpeak together. Like, weren't there when Bots United played last big tournament? Clan Masters, the final showdown. So Nicov still has no idea what he's going for. Dog Drushes. Yep. And yeah, F1Re doesn't, since he has an extra farm here. Or maybe I will M&A. Good that he still doesn't know what he's going for and shedding into so much. Oh, but Nicov killed the scout of F1Re. Let's see if F1Re knows how bad the wood is. No. So that's super sweet for F1Re here, for Nicov. It's good for Nicov that not sure if archer or scouts killed the scout. He can't wall. Yeah, that's true. Actually he could, but well, let's see. And what I wanted to point out, F1Re does not know how the wood of Nicov is shaped. And I'm still trying to take a close look at how the chat is going here. And Nicov now gets a confirmation of Miguel that Miguel is actually going for M&A. Let's take a look. Dogao is going for the Drush like we saw before. On the side we have F1Re going for double outposts. That's interesting. Okay. And the rest of the Dogao still didn't arrive. Miguel should win this convincingly again if he's getting to M&A. Maybe he should consider walling. He should see the drash. Let's see if he's walling anything. Quick walls coming in. Oops, this might get ugly on the wood. Not sure if he can. He only walled those 2 villagers. Miguel is trying to take a small skirmish here. Losing some HP for free. Sending the villagers back into the TC. And now should just wait for the M&A upgrade. And then should easily clear this up. Dogao is going for a flush behind that. Actually going for archers. Oh, and that was a bad fighting position in here for Miguel. And he's fighting before M&A finishes. He should absolutely cancel the M&A upgrade here. Because he will not have any left. And that's just such a bad start for Miguel. Small pause here. And Nicov continuing his walls is now going for stable. So is fire. So that will be scouts against scouts. I hope Miguel cancelled his M&A upgrade. I think yes. Okay, that's good. Will only survive with 1 and is now going for an archery range as well. Let's see, Dogao. I'm expecting to see 2 archery ranges going down here as well. And yeah, at the moment, Nicov the only one who's going for lots of walls. The other players is playing it pretty darn open. So he most likely is the guy who will decide the game. The others will be very raidable. And now Miguel says, I will be aggressive. I think it could have been more clear what he's actually going for. By saying, I will go forward, we'll take 4 villagers and sending everything into his face. I want to double with me? I'm coming. Should I do knights? I'm fully walled. Did he? Oh, Dogao pause. So they will double, I think here. Now the X is coming. Dogao is trying to get the tower up. Miguel doesn't see the tower. He did show it now. Let's go into the point of view of Dogao, who now sees the tower as well. It's 4 against 4 villagers. Might even get some damage on 1 there. But attacking the scout who's now trying to micro away. And oh yeah, Dogao is sending in lots of villagers. Let's see if the scouts of Nicov are coming in. 3 scouts coming in. They can absolutely help out here. And Dogao is in some, not sure if it's called problems, but losing a lot of mining time, losing a lot of archers as well. Again, 8 to 3 kills here. And those villagers will not get this tower down if the scouts are coming. Let's see how this will go. The repairs should come in. Scouts are coming in from fire as well, but not at the right point. And the villagers are low on HP. Let's see, 9 HP. Oh, this villager should absolutely go down. 6 HP, 5 HP, 2 HP, and is going down indeed. And now focusing on the tower. Nicov needs to go back. And the fire of Miguel just has so fewer HP than the one from Dogao. Still 5 villagers inside there. Miguel 1 villager ahead, Nicov 1 villager ahead. But that might shade pretty soon when Miguel might lose his forward villagers. Let's take a look. Fire is now going back. The repair is real. Militia finally going down, now humping back into the tower. Not sure who is actually winning here. Since it's at the base of Dogao, I think it's a good fight to take. At the same time, Dogao very low on overall HP, or overall population, I mean. Is controlling his eco quite nicely, but losing so many units. Look at this, 9 to 12 units already down, but Miguel losing a lot against the tower as well. Nicov saying, let's go back, and yeah, fire and Nicov just sending all their scouts in there. Oh, actually, Nicov stopped going for scouts. Let's take a look. I'm going up, fire still adding scouts, please care. And yeah, Miguel needs to go for more archers. I think he will lose 1 or 2 villagers. Let's take a look how this is going. Miguel now going for fletching. Before fletching, he cannot really take a fight. Let's see his villagers. Oh, miss micro here by fire. think he could have gotten 2 villagers. Might only get 1 now. Oh, actually only the one before. Yeah, I thought like he could have gotten 2 from the remaining ones. But yeah, that's a pretty good retreat here for Miguel, only with small losses. At the moment, very even villager count. But military count, Nicov only going for 1. He will need to do some damage, and I think Miguel needs to get 1 or 2 defensive towers up to not completely die. He will be the one who's getting doubled. And Nikov's up now. Let's take a look at Fire, who's the other guy who should go up pretty soon. And he's looking at 400 food at the moment, 100 gold. Nice gold mining camps here. And Fire is now going on the other side against Nicov, who is behind double palisade wall. Nothing will happen here. And Miguel is getting some breathing room here. Dogao is so open against raids of Nicov if they might come in. Fire now going in for bloodlines, an upgrade that will not do anything against our palisade wall. And now Fire knows, oh, that's not good. We need to attack Miguel again. And Miguel got enough time because Fire's indecisiveness to actually get the defensive towers up. If those scouts would have been on full attack mode in this area, I think they could have done major damage. But Miguel now +1 attack, +1 defense. The tower is up as well. And I think if Fire is not going for the defense upgrade, Miguel might be able to defend this. Let's take a look. Fire is going in. Miguel is retreating. Those villagers cannot get into the tower. They actually can go nowhere. Miguel is trying to micro. Remember, it's still no defense upgrade, so all the scouts aren't that effective anymore. Archer's doing a great job. The tower's focusing on the skirms. The archers are focusing on the scouts. So obviously Miguel is losing something here, but that's all in the reasonable amount. I think he only lost 1 villager, maybe a handful of archers. Now even can take the fight against the skirmishes, and this is looking good for Miguel and Nicov. Fire now getting the defense upgrade for... That has to be a misclick. Fire is going for pikeman defense. Oh, interesting stuff. Okay, and Nicov is going for double knights production, trying to raid a lot, adding 1 TC, but at the same time, Dogao is completely exposed. Miguel now going for the farm upgrade, and Miguel says, I'm behind, and yeah, he is, but that's fine for now. Let's take a look. Nicov needs to do damage though. Dogao has 1 defensive tower, 3 defensive tower, heavily on stone. Let's take a look at the resources of Dogao. Oh, reasonable. Adding... Oh no, Miguel is adding more towers. And Dogao is... Yeah, just camping at home. And at the same time we have Miguel. He is really far behind. 50 food only. And yeah, Nicov could do some damage against Fire to kill all the spearmen who wanted to go for a second stable, but couldn't accomplish anything here. And I didn't even look because I thought Fire would produce enough spearmen, but he did not, and is now trying to run away. More archers coming in for Miguel, and this could be so good against Fire, who is going for pikeman upgrade now. Miguel needs to run. Miguel, if they can team up here and take this hill, I think Fire might be in huge problems. Let's see how good the team play is. At the same time, some ratings in the wood. Fire at the moment has roughly 10 villagers only working, and the team play isn't real, and all the archers are dying. What a poor team play. And still in the reasonable range if they can. Good positioning here. Sniping all the pikemen is very great move here by Miguel, so he's focusing the right stuff. And now the archers are living and they're doing some damage. Fire is focusing on the archers because he knows he can counter the knights, but he cannot counter the archers just yet. And yeah, there still was a reasonable good fight for Miguel and Nicov. The gold is still exposed, the wood is exposed as well, and Nicov now going in for the kill here. It's looking pretty slim for our player from Brazil in the blue trunks here. And let's see if the knights are doing damage again against the gold, and if he goes into this position, this game might already end. Let's see how his fighting position will be. He cannot get gold. I killed Dog's army. No, I think that's a mistake. But let's see, Nicov wants to go for the kill. You go home. That's not really an option. Nicov wants to go for the kill against Dogao, who's now opening his gates to get home. And let's see how this is going. At the same time, Nicov having 3 TCs running, so only at 2 TCs, +1 only. And pops everyone pretty even except Fire, who's behind by roughly 20. Let's see if the Knights can get into this area. Some low HP palisades, and if Dogao is getting all the upgrades up, then he might be able to defend this. They could have gone for the full kill against Fire here, but missed to finish the game. That's how I have to say it. Could have been 15 more villagers dying here. Let's take a look if Dogao can take the hill. Positioning is pretty good for Nicov if he can get this around going. But nice micro by Dogao, standing pretty close. Some split micro by Nicov to dodge some more shots. Nice job done there. Miguel going for 3 archer rangers, now gold upgrade and castle age, very delayed castle age here, and heavily behind when it comes to villages. Nicov will have roughly 75 villages when Miguel only hits the castle age, but just ask Fire how far behind he is. He's still going for more pikemen, and I think if Miguel is going for CA and Nicov is staying on knights, they have a deadly composition. And Miguel's going for all the upgrades, going for ballistics and thumbring as well. I think that's the only right choice. And then they will push heavily against Dogao, who still only has 5 defensive towers. 5 defensive towers actually is pretty nice. And let's see. So Miguel cannot push at the moment. He needs to defend. Has 30 archers though. But Dogao has a nice troop on his own, is going for the attack. Some villagers of Miguel going down against the rate of Fire. Might be 1, 2 and maybe a third one over here. Okay, and now Nicov says, okay, I'm massing knights, I will attack when I have 30. He's going now for husbandry, third stable coming up, even adding a monk to heal his weakened knights. Let's see how Miguel is playing this out, losing more and more villagers. Now the lowest when it comes to villagers, even lower than Fire, but yeah, just 30 more villagers for Nicov is really giving them an advantage in this game. Let's see how this continues. And oh god, I love this tournament. So many great teams and so many great players really showing off what they can. Missing Ballistics University just finished. Should come in any second. I'm not sure if I missed Thumbring. He has the resources. And yeah, I think Miguel can hold indeed. He has the hill, he has all full HP crossbows, he has ballistics, he's and has a nice army. And Nicov now going for the knight group that Dogao simply can't answer. He has some CA, yeah, I agree, but that's just so much. Miguel going for the split formation now. Let's see what he can do. And Fire sees this army and should tell Dogao, oh god, there's a lot coming your way, man. Better get some monks out or pikemen or something. And he's sending all the pikemen now in Dogao's base. Nice team play. That's yeah, just simply the right. That might be a big fight coming in. There's a lot of army here by Dogao. 48 army overall, but still an army that should lose against the +1/+2 knights here of Nicov. Not really sure why he's retreating. Does he want to take the 2-2? And Nicov is only waiting for the for Miguel coming in, and now they want to take the fight. Let's see how he is going on in, and that's nice team play. More X's coming in, and Knights now for Fire a bit far behind. Not taking the hill here was Dogao, and Nicov will clear this up. Miguel is behind there as well. You can see even the pike patrol coming in for a short second. Fire now needs to push in, now coming in with +2 defense as well, and now they're taking the big fight. It's overall 72, roughly 80 army, a bit better for Dogao and Fire when it comes to numbers, but all the +1, all +2/+2 knights even here for Nicov. have to say we win, and yes, indeed they win, and they take the great fight here. And that was a very convincing game here. What happened? So Nicov was walling himself, and all the other three guys had to play pretty open. Therefore, Fire, without any control, needed to go for a pikeman defense. Can't really help out against Dogao, who suffered a lot against the early aggression here. And then Miguel fell back and built a lot of defensive towers. And yeah, the main thing was just Fire and Dogao had one moment against Miguel where they could have killed roughly 10 to 15 villagers. But then Fire decided to, okay, I need to do damage against Nicov, but Nicov was behind walls. And yeah, therefore they lost so much time that they got behind an eco, and Nicov got into heavy knight production untouched. And now you can see 50 to 90 kills. His eco was on top of the game. His castle age timing pretty nice as well. And yeah, just the villagers are basically the story of the game. And convincing performance from Miguel and Nicov, and some players and casters and so-called experts actually had Fire and Dogao, one of their favorites in this tournament, and now they are one game away from actually going into the losers bracket after going down in the quarterfinals. So guys, stay tuned. I'm super hyped how this will continue.
Connected. Channel switched. User joined your channel.